Well, when I was growing up and still a teenager child and pulling tobacco, we actually used the mules in the field, and we have a slide that we pull through the rows, and we actually put the leaves in the slide. And the mule, sometimes the mule pulled them to the barn, sometimes we hook two behind a tractor and bring to the barn. And once those leaves got to the barn, in the early days, you had the ladies of the community or the family, they would stand there and string tobacco. And the stringing tobacco was a process that you had two people hand a string of 3 leaves a piece, which we called a bundle, and they would actually put it on a tobacco stick. And once it was strung, it was hung up in what we call a stick barn. And then it went through the curing processes. Now, over my years of raising tobacco, all of that has changed. We went from the stick barn to what we call the book barn. And it made things quicker and faster. Instead of handling the tobacco from the trailer to the sticks and up in the barn, we went straight from the trailer to a turntable, which was racked and put straight into the book barn. As time went on, instead of using the bundle type of carrying your tobacco to the market, they come out with what we call loose leaf. That way we could take tobacco straight out of the rack or either off of the stick if it was strung and put it in a loose leaf pile, which contained up to 250 pounds. And that made the process a whole lot quicker too, simply because the tobacco companies could handle the tobacco easier and more efficient. As time went on, that even changed. The tobacco company decided, well, we can move tobacco quicker and more efficient if we put it in a cube bale, which is 42 inches each way, a cube, and they don't want it to weigh no more than 850 pounds. So that process even made it more easier. Flue-cured tobacco is the type of tobacco that I grow, and it's because of the process that it goes in and comes out of the barn. Now, the process was come upon, I was told and read, accidentally when a person let the barn fire go out one night, and he realized the fire was out, so he throwed a lot of wood back then into the barn and to get it going back, and it heated up so quick that it come out so pretty that they said, well, man, this is pretty and this is the way we want our tobacco, and they called it the flue-cured. All of the tobacco was harvested by mostly teenagers back in our day. I mean, they even delayed school a week because crops are late to get the tobacco harvest.
Hi, I'm Gayle Barts. I'm Larry's wife. Most of the time on farms, you think of the farmer as being the male or the husband that has the main control on the farm, but the woman, the wife, had a great part. She also would get up early, prepare her meals pretty much for the whole day before she would ever go out to help at the barns. She would help plant the tobacco. They would get a little break during the growing process, but then they would actually receive the tobacco at the barns, and whatever process you were doing at that time, whether it be hand stringing or using the electric stringer or even helping at the barn to rack it, women would help put the leaves into the racks, and then the men who were stronger would usually come along and put them up into the barns. It's hard to find another cash crop that would bring in the money that tobacco has brought into the families over the past generations.
But we're going to grow it until
there's no demand
there's
for it.
no demand for it. Tobacco's been my life. I mean, that's the way I made my living. I know my dad, my granddaddy raised tobacco, and whether my son can grow tobacco, it's yet to be seen.